I see so many entrepreneurs that are struggling to get high closing percentages on their sales calls and from stage. So in this video, I'm going to give you the top 3 strategies that the best closers in the game do, and you can too. So let's jump into it. First, I'm going to share with you the top 3 things that the best closers do that most people don't, and it's the reason why they close so many sales. And then I'm going to go through each one, breaking it all down for you so you can do it too. And at the end, I got a bonus tip that'll make you way more confident when you're selling. Let's go. If you like this video and you want more tricks and tips on how to be a better speaker and get more high-ticket clients, check out the free training down in the description below. I remember even one time getting off the phone with somebody after going through my offer and they didn't want it and they didn't want to buy. And I remember hanging up the phone and being like, I'm terrible at this. There's no way I'm going to be able to get better at this. How do I create desire in the prospect on the phone for what I like? How do I get them saying, that sounds amazing? And how do I get them saying, I really want to get that? Or how do I get them saying like, oh my gosh, I'm in? So I started studying the best salespeople in the industry. I paid for masterminds and courses, and I was getting around them. And I was learning that sales is the transference of energy. It's not the transference of even words that you're saying or being perfect about it. It's more the transference of energy. So I'm really excited to pay forward these 3 strategies because it's 100% going to make you close more sales. All right, so here are the top 3 things that you have to do to close more sales that nobody is talking about. Especially number 3 is so good. Okay, number 1, stop being so needy. Nothing kills sales more than a needy energy. If sales is the transference of energy, and if you have a needy energy, it makes people do one thing, and that is run. Have you ever gone to a used car lot or even walked into a retail store and faced a needy salesperson? You know what I'm talking about? Or they come up to you and they're like, hey, how are you doing today? Do you need any help? And you immediately have a reaction, don't you? You immediately lean back. Why? Because they're leaning in toward you with that needy energy. It's just like in high school. Do you remember that super hot guy or that super hot girl and everybody loved them and everybody wanted to date them? It is because they were demonstrating something called a leaned out energy. Their entire being was saying, I don't need you. And when you lean out in your energy, it causes people to do one thing, and that's lean in. They lean into their energy. Why? Because they don't feel like you need them to do anything. They can just relax. They can just be there. They can just be attracted to you. So if you lean out, people will start leaning in. But if you start leaning into them, especially as a salesperson or a stage speaker or somebody closing from stage, and you start leaning into the audience, wanting the sale, needing the sale, they will 100% lean out and run. So here is exactly how to avoid that, right? Because you don't want to make people lack desire for what you want. You want to increase desire. You want to increase buyer's momentum. And 100%, the number one way to do it is to stop being so needy. So you may say to me, Eileen, yeah, like 100% need to make the sale. Like my bank account is telling me I need to make that sale. And my answer to you is yes, you need to make a sale, but you don't need to make that sale. You don't need it that bad. If there are 7 billion people in the world, there are a lot more people who will be interested in what you have to offer. So let that one go. You don't need any sale that badly. Detach yourself from the need for anything to happen on the call and from stage. So here's the type of energy that you want to have on the call and you want to have from stage. It goes like this. It goes, buy or don't buy, I'm good. Buy or don't buy, baby, I'm good. I know what it is that I have to offer. I'm the hot guy. I'm the hot girl. I don't need you to do anything. I am just here to serve. I am just here to be me. I'm just here to tell you what it is that I have to offer. And if you want it, great, but buy or don't buy, I'm good. So are you catching it? The energy, it's a confidence, it's a security, it's a safety and assurance. And it's no neediness for the audience or for anybody to buy anything from you ever. Are you getting it? Number 2, challenge the prospect on the call and from stage. What do I mean? In the book, The Challenger Sale, the author says that the number 1 best quality of salespeople ever is when they challenge the prospect. In fact, they say that the prospect loves it when somebody challenges them on the call and from stage. The author was saying, in essence, that people want to be challenged. They want their thinking to be changed. In fact, the author said that if you can get the prospect and the audience saying, wow, I never thought of it like that, that's what they love. So here's what you could say on a sales call. You could say, can I challenge that strategy a little bit? And then bring a new idea, a new plan, a new play to the game that they have never thought about or haven't considered from that angle, and challenge the way that they're currently doing it. Prospects and audiences love that. And the third tip that the best closers use is they slow down when they get to their offer. If you watch the best stage presentations and the people that have closed millions of dollars from stage, they do one thing. They talk fast through their presentation, but they slow down when they get to the offer. Why? Because people's brains are needing time to process what they're going to get. And their brain needs time to process, how am I going to pay for this? Where am I going to move the money around? So give them time. Don't be surprised if you hear a lot of quietness, if you hear a lot of silence. That is them thinking, how do I jump into this offer? So especially women, slow that voice down when you get to your offer and even lower the register of your voice. Studies have shown that if women speak in a high octave voice and talk about like how excited they are, that it actually irritates the audience and irritates the prospects on the phone. So lower your tone of voice and speak authoritatively. Don't forget, slow down when you get to the offer. Okay, here's another bonus tip. If you get nervous in sales and nervous talking to people on the phone or nervous on stage, don't forget that confidence comes from competence. The more that you repeat the activity on the phone and from stage, the more confidence you're going to get. So just keep going. Remember, confidence comes from competence. Closing and sales skills are super important if you want to make money. And these are some of the best strategies for increasing your sales conversions online. But if you really want to grow in your sales skills, both on the phone and crushing it from stage, check out my free training in the description below where I give you my top tricks and tips so you can close more sales.